race to avoid the drop in the Championship continues to bubble with who knows how many teams still involved in the scrappiest relegation fight we've seen for years. Who's going to go down? Who's going to take a major step towards safety this weekend? We're going to get into it next. Today we take a look at match number 38, of course, over the Championship, and we'll get to it in a second. If you're new, where you been? Smash your subscribe button. Your one-stop shop for the Championship is right here. Under one roof, you got Rovers, World Football, of course, Euro stuff coming at you right here, right now, very, very soon. But of course, right here, right now is the Championship, and it's hot to bloody trot. Of course, if you're new, subscribe. Of course, big shout out also to the VIPs. They are the patrons, and of course, do us a favour and hit the like, guys. We're trying to get some likes up here as we continued to have one of the craziest seasons at the top and the bottom we have had for years. We'll get into that in a second, of course. Again, big shout out to my VIPs. But anyway, let's jump into it. And of course, have a look at what we're talking about, guys. We're talking about this. Of course, it is a recap of the results last time around and see how we got on, you got on, and of course, and I got on before we jump into the Super Brewski. So let's get into it then and look at these ones. We got Leeds United 2-0 winners over Sheffield Wednesday. 2-1 win in my eyes. Of course, good display there by Wednesday, but unfortunately on the losing end. Meanwhile, Cardiff 2-1 win over Ipswich. Surprise, surprise. That caused a bit of a mess at the top of the table. I went the 3-2 win for Ipswich. Meanwhile, we got Rovers, just a draw against Plymouth, of course, 10-man as well. Shit the bed, to be honest with you. Millwall back to winning ways with 1-0 win over Birmingham. I went with the draw on that one for Southampton. 4-2 win over Sunderland. I went with a 2-0 win myself. Coventry, 2-1 away win against Watford. Valorant Ishmael is no more. Goodness gracious me, they've sacked him again. I went with a draw myself. Hull City with a 2 draw against Leicester City. I went with a 2-1 win. Not too far off the money myself on there. Norwich with a 5-0 win over Rotherham, 2-0 win in my eyes. Stoke City 2-1 winners over Preston North End. I went with a 2-1 home win on that one. Borough 2-0 away win against QPR. I went with a 2-1 home win on that one, but again got egg on my face there. West Bromwich Albion 4-1 winners over Huddersfield Town. They did us a favour. 2-1 win in my eyes. And Bristol City with a cheeky 1-0 win over Swansea. That's right. That's of course my state of play there. What about the state of play in the actual league? We'll have a little look at it. Here it is. Leicester City are kicking ass and taking names. 82 points right now. I've got just 4 points clear of the playoff spots right now. Of course, Leeds are in second spot there. Ipswich Town within striking distance of getting back into that top two. Southampton a little bit a ways from it right now. West Brom and then Norwich in the moment in the playoffs. Going down is Rotherham, Sheffield Wednesday and Huddersfield. But guess what? Anybody realistically from probably Swansea down are still in that relegation fight for the time being. That does include the mighty blue and white. Goodness gracious me. But anyway, that's enough about that. Let's of course take a look at our own Super Brewski, shall we? Of course, who is kicking ass and taking names over there. We'll have a look at it right here, right now, in all its glory. It's Johnny Bangkok. What a kick-ass name that is. Johnny Bangkok. 16.5. Allah is up there in second with 15.5. Mo's up there. Frishy. Turtle. What cool names you guys got going. Farker Life. We love that as well. It's Jake Harmon, Russell Frost. Of course, these guys have all kicked ass this previous week. But what about the overall leaderboard? Of course, there's going to be no Johnny Bangkok at the top of the table, though, is there? No, it's not. It's James Bridge FC running away with it. Steffels up there alongside him. They are pretty tight up there. Summer 2018, 37, of course, non-movers. Daddy Cool, of course, 375 up there with, he's moving up a couple of spots. Evany Hong, Teabi, Sexy Ogi, DJ Ord, Kian Garrity in the top 10. If you see your name in there, smash your like. If you don't see your name in there, guess what? Smash your like, guys. That's right, as we look forward to the next round of games. Of course, the games are coming thick and fast for the time being. There is an international break upon us, but right here and now, we're looking forward to these games, of course, including a Welsh derby. That's right, coming at you on Saturday, March the 16th at Swansea up against Cardiff City over in Wales. That's right, played each other 18 times, these two sides. 2008, 10 wins for Swansea, 5 for Cardiff, 3 draws so far. The biggest win for Swansea, 4-0 win, scoring 28 goals in 18 matches, 1.56 goals a game. Cardiff, though, 2-0 win, the biggest, scoring 15 goals in 18 matches, 0.83 goals a game on average as well. 75% for Cardiff right now. 4 wins on the bounce. They are 11th in the table, 53 points on the board against the Swansea side. 42% form for them. They are 15th with 43 points on the board as well. Last time around, over at Swansea, it was a 2-0 win for the Swans back in October 2022. The reverse fixture in Cardiff back in September. 2-0 win it was for Cardiff way back when. 21-20 is just Swansea. They are favoured here. 14-5 is the Cardiff here. 23-10 the draw here. I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw, points apiece. I know You know, Swansea are at home, but Cardiff have got a bit of form with them right now, so I just think it's going to be too tight to call. And again, all eyes on that one as well. Meanwhile, the Brummies up against Watford, of course, Birmingham City. Well, that's in a little bit. We'll get to that one in a minute. It's Sunderland. It's Sunderland up against QPR coming at you at the Stadium of Light. Now, these two sides have played each other 21 times since 1997. Got 11 wins for Sunderland, 4 wins for QPR, 6 draws between the two sides. Sunderland, 3-0 win the biggest, scoring 36 goals in 21 matches, 1.71 goals a game. QPR, though, 2-0 win the biggest, scoring 25 goals in 21 matches, 1.19 goals a game. QPR on 58% form for them right now. Back-to-back games now without a win. They are 20th, 39 points on the board against the Sunderland side. They're on 0% form for them. 6 losses in a row. They are 12th, 47 points on the board as well. Last time around, over at the Stadium of Light, it was a 2-2 draw back in August 2022. The reverse fixture, 3-1 win it was for Sunderland at Loftus Road back in September. The odds for this one, 11-8 is your Sunderland, 9-4 the draw, 21-10 your QPR. Going with a 2-1 win for Sunderland. Here's a long way to go for QPR. But Sunderland are winless in 6. They need something. Otherwise, they could 7 losses in a row. That's pretty redonkulous for. Meanwhile, Birmingham City up against Watford coming at St Andrews. Now, these two sides have played 27 times in 1983. 8 wins for the Brummies, 14 wins for Watford, 5 draws, of course. Birmingham 3-0 win the biggest, scoring 33 goals in 27 matches, 1.22 goals a game. Watford, though, 4-0 win the biggest, scoring 48 goals in 27 matches, 1.78 goals a game. Of course, the Hornets, 25% form for them right now, just 1 win in the last 6. They are 14th for the table, 45 points on the board against the Birmingham City side. 21st in the table, 39 points on the board right now, 25% form, winless in 5. Last time around, over at St Andrews, it was a 1-1 draw back in August 2022. The reverse fixture at Vicarage Road, 2-0 win it was for Watford back in September 2023. The odds coming at you right here, right now, from Birmingham. 29-20 for the victory here, 9-4, of course, the draw. 2-1 is your Watford here. Tight one to call here. I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw again on this one. Points split between them. Meanwhile, Borough up against Blackburn Bloody Rovers out the Riverside. Played each other 42 times in 1985. Got 11 wins for Middlesbrough, 17 wins for Rovers, 14 draws so far. Of course, Middlesbrough 4-0 win the biggest, scoring 36 goals in 42 matches, 0.86 goals a game. Rovers, though, 2-0 win the biggest, scoring 40 goals in 42 matches, 0.95 goals a game on average. Rovers winless in the last 8 matches, of course, pretty shit form, really. 33% form for them right now, 18th in the table, 41 points on the board. Against the Middlesbrough side, 3 wins on the bounce for them, 67% form for them. They are 9th, and they might just have a say in that playoff discussion. Last time around, though, over at Riverside, it was a 2-1 win for Rovers back in October 2022. The reverse fixture this campaign at the Riverside, at Ewood Park, sorry, it was back in September. 2-1 win it was for Rovers as well. So we won. We've just lost once of the last 6 against them. The odds for this one, 11-10 on is your Borough, 5-2 is the draw, 16-5 is your away win. Going to go with the draw here. I've got to back my boys to get something out of this one. I'd love a win. I really would love a win. Meanwhile, Ipswich Town up against Sheffield Wednesday. A bit of a ding-dong affair, of course, at the top, at the bottom, of course. Big game either end. Played each other 35 times in 1993. 13 wins for Ipswich, 11 wins for Sheffield Wednesday, 11 draws so far. The biggest win for the Tractor Boys, 4-1 wins, scoring 40 goals in 35 matches, 1.14 goals a game. Wednesday, though, 5-0 win the biggest, scoring 48 goals in 35 matches, 1.37 goals a game on average. Wednesday, 67% form for them right now, back to 4 wins the last 5 games, 23rd in the table, 38 points on the board. Against the Ipswich Town side, 5 wins in the last 6. They are 3rd, 78 points on the board as well. Last time around, over at Portman Road, it was a 2-2 draw back in February 2023. The reverse fixture this campaign back in September was a 1-0 win for Ipswich, of course, at Hillsborough. Of course, the odds coming at you right here, right now. Ipswich are 2-1 on for the victory. 11-2 is your Wednesday, 10-3 the draw. 3-0 win for Ipswich on this one, keeping the heat and putting Sheffield Wednesday in a bit of pig shit down there. Meanwhile, Plymouth Argyle against Preston North End in the battle of the Peas. That's right, coming at you over at Home Park. Played each other 13 times, 2004. 2 wins for Plymouth, 5 wins for Preston, 6 draws so far. The biggest win for the Argyle, 2-0 win, scoring 9 goals in those 13 matches, 0.69 goals a game on average. The Nobbers, 3-0 win the biggest, scoring 16 goals in 13 matches, 1.23 goals a game. They're on 67% form. Are Preston right now, just 1 win in the last 4, 10 for the table, 53 points on the board. Against the Plymouth side, just 1 win in the last 6, 17 for the table, 41 points over the last in the season so far. Last time around, over at Home Park, it was a 1-1 draw back in March 2010. The reverse fixture at Deepdale was a 2-1 win for Preston, who are unbeaten against Plymouth over the last 4, 2 wins and 2 draws to boot. The odds here, 6-4 is your Plymouth, 15-8 is your Preston, 9-4 the draw. Going to go the 2-1 win for the Green Army here to give themselves a boost and dent Preston's promotion hopes. Meanwhile, Rotherham United against Huddersfield Town, of course, coming out at the New York Stadium. They've played each other 20 times since 2005. 2 wins for Rotherham, 13 wins for Huddersfield, 5 draws so far. The biggest win for Rotherham, 2-0 win, scoring 20 goals in 20 matches, 1 goal a game on average. Huddersfield, 5-2 win the biggest, scoring 40 goals in 20 matches, 2 goals a game on average. Huddersfield Town, 42% form for them right now, just 1 win in the last 5. They are 22nd in the table, table, 38 points on the board against a Rotherham side who are winless the last 14 matches and 6 defeats, at least 6 defeats on the row. Of course, 24th in the table, 19 points all season long. Last time around, though, at the New York Stadium, it was a 2-1 win for Rotherham back in October 2022. Though, of course, the odds here, 10-3 is your Rotherham, 20-19 on is your Huddersfield. They are favoured here. 23-10, of course, is your draw. I'm going with another 1-1 draw here, point apiece. Be a big boost for Huddersfield. But Rotherham are already down, you would imagine. Stoke City up against Norwich City, of course, over at the Bet365 Stadium. Played 31 times in 1995. 10 wins to Stoke, 11 wins to Norwich, 10 draws so far. The biggest win for Stoke, 5-0 win, scoring 36 goals in 31 matches, 1.16 goals a game. The Canaries, 4-1 win, the biggest, scoring 34 goals in 31 matches, 1.10 goals a game on average. They're on 75% form on Norwich right now. Of course, just one defeat in the last 6. They are 6th, 58 points on the board against the Stoke side. 50% form for them right now. 41 points on the board. 3 wins, 3 defeats, of course, 19th at the table, and of course, starting to grind out some results. Of course, last time around over at the Bet365, it was a 0-0 draw back in March 2023. Of course, Norwich unbeaten, of course, against Stoke over the last 6. 4 wins and a couple of draws to boot. The odds right here are now 6-4 is your Stoke, 9-4 of course is the draw, 15-8 is of course your Norwich. We're going to go with a 2-1 win for the Canaries on here, taking the points and moving the chains. The Baggies are against Bristol City coming at the Hawthorns. Now these two sides have played 23 times since 1983. 11 wins for West Brom, 6 wins for Bristol City, 6 draws so far. The biggest win for the Baggies, 3-0 win, scoring 40 goals in 23 matches, 1.74 goals a game. Bristol City though, 3-0 win, the biggest, scoring 25 goals in 23 matches, 1.09 goals a game. Bristol City, 33% form for them right now, 2 wins in the last 6 games. They are 13th with 47 points on the board. Up against the West Brom side, 67% form for them right now, unbeaten in the last 5. They are 5th with 63 points on the board as well. Last time around, that over at the Hawthorns, it was a 2-0 win for Bristol City back in October 2022. The reverse fixture at Thrashton Gate was a 0-0 draw for Bristol City back in September. The odds for this one, though, is West Brom 5-4 on for the victory, 12-5 the draw, 4-1 is your Bristol City on this one. Going to go with a 3-0 win for the Baggies on this one. Kicking on forward is Leeds United against Millwall coming at you over at Ellen Road. Must-win game for Leeds United and Millwall. That's actually on Sunday, March the 17th. Of course, these two sides have played each other 29 times, 2004, 14 wins for Leeds. We've got 11 wins for Millwall, and we've got 4 draws so far. The biggest win for Leeds, 3-0 win, scoring 42 goals in 29 matches, 1.45 goals a game. The visitors, 2-0 win their biggest, scoring 36 goals in 29 matches, 1.24 goals a game. Millwall, unbeaten in the last 4 games, 58% form for them right now. They are 16th with 43 points on the board against the Leeds United side. Just 1 defeat in the last 6. They are 2nd, 79 points, of course, for them for the season. 3-2 win it was last time around over at Ellen Road back in January 2020. The reverse fixture at the Den was a 3-0 win for Leeds way back in September. The odds for this one, 11-4 on is your Leeds, 7-2 the draw, 9-1 is of course your long shots on this one. Going to go with a win for Leeds here, 2-0 win, and that, my friends, I think could complete the bunch here. We do have a couple of other games, and I think they might be postponed because of FA Cup duty. I'm just trying to confirm it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so Coventry against Hull. I know Coventry are in the FA Cup anyway. Leicester might be in the FA Cup as well. So those 2 games will be played another time. But when they go ahead, I will go with a 2-2 draw, of course, for Coventry against Hull at this stage of the season, and then Leicester City would have picked up a 2-1 win over Southampton, in my eyes, of course. So those are my picks, guys, and if I'm right with those other games in full effect, this is what I would say. It will be a Leicester City kicking ass and taking names, of course, top of the charts. Leeds are in 2nd spot, Ipswich still in the mixer there, Southampton, West Brom and Norwich going down, Rotherham, Sheffield Wednesday and Huddersfield for the time being. Rovers still not out of the woods yet, guys. Another ropey-dopey weekend of football to come. But anyway, till then, subscribe, smash your like, and of course, catch you later for the next one. But never, until then, we're done.